Mochi, don't eat that. It's plastic. Hi, hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's time for our album review of this Gorillaz album, Plastic Beach. Now, this was the third full-length LP for them at the time, way back dating 2010, and I'm recording this video of 2010's week, so this was from album from a decade. Let's go. Now, this album was from two of the masterminds, also instrumentalist, producer, part of the 90s alt-rock band Blur, Damon Albarn, as well as the comic book artist and the one that creates the visuals for Gorillaz, Jamie Hewlett, and the virtual band consisting of Udo, 2D, Russell, and Murdoch. Now, for this album to drop at such a time for the band, I would kind of argue that it kind of almost killed them, considering what would happen after the release of this album in just like a few years. As afterwards, of course, Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett were just disagreeing on where the band was going creatively and visually. I mean, even by 2013, they were kind of just seen as irrelevant as this band that was popular at one point in the 2000s with Demon Days. It seems like by 2013, yeah, they were pretty much irrelevant. But when it comes to like the place that this album takes in, it's pretty much like some form of exile. It's kind of like band pretty much secluding themselves from the outside world, and the themes pretty much do consist of pollution, isolation, corruption. Still goes after that post-apocalyptic world that they did on Demon Days, but just with a more focused angle. And as far as like the tracks and the album material on here goes, I would definitely say that this is Gorillaz' best work. While they do have like their core elements like trip hop, for example, Damon tried something new with synth pop with tracks like Melancholy Hill and Stylo. And this album has such a wider array of guests that, or even more than what Demon Days had going for it, as Damon Albarn just pushes his musical boundaries even further. And for the band, to me, on this album, it seems like he was taking like a very bold and risk-taking change of pace. With a song like Glitter Freeze, for example, while I personally actually do enjoy this a lot, I understand a lot of Gorillaz fans don't really fuck with this song, but for me personally, I think it's definitely worthy of the nod that Damon was trying to fucking do on there. It's all pretty much going like up and down across almost the entire track. There's little vocal lines in it, and by the like third leg of the track, by the last leg of the track, it definitely like starts building into like this crazy pirate ship and electronic odyssey. And Gorillaz still keeps that cartoon appeal with Super Fast Jellyfish. I actually do like the opening part of the track, as it kind of reminds me of much more of a Saturday morning cartoon, and that's pretty much like an appeal that Gorillaz would still kind of do to this day to some degree what they would do on like a record that they would do 10 years later with Song Machine. Empire Ants with Lil Dragon feels something straight out of the C418 playbook. Like the second half has such glamorous synth leads. Lil Dragon and 2D pretty much work hand in hand on here. Also, the title track has some very zany and synths along with some pitched vocals on the chorus. White Flag has Bashi and Kano pretty much trading bars until the National Orchestra for Arabic Music comes back into the mix as the beat still keeps itself at bay with the one Bashi and Kano came in with. And I also love like how the intro plays into the track Welcome to the World of the Plastic Beach with Snoop Dogg. To Ben just has me feeling like I'm in Hawaii, especially with the soul strumming guitar, the sound of these waves, like vivid imagery that Damon was trying to put together on this album is very much there. Sweepstakes, I think, is one of many examples of Damon taking a risk with this feature, specifically with Mos Def being on here. And I was surprised how much it paid off, given the fact that he had to like rap over this damn unorthodox beats. And some kind of nature with Lou Reed has been such an earworm for me, especially like the last leg of the track, or at least like on the last chorus, especially when those claps are added. Broken has some very whimsical instrumentation, given that dystopian vibe that we got back on with Demon Days. Pirate Jet ends the record off with some very zany and pulsing synths and rhythms. And I do want to say, overall, this album has like no misses. I personally was very surprised how much further Damon was willing to go, especially coming off of Demon Days, just 5 years prior. And I think every feature on here has contributed to the best of their ability, while Damon shows his most creative output to date. So yeah, that's my review of this thing. I'm willing to give this a strong S for sure. Yes. Mochi, don't eat that. I'm gonna see y'all later. Mochi, you fucking eat that.